Yay! Hi guys, welcome back to another Anonymous Confessions video. But this time, I wanted to change it up a little bit because I noticed that the previous Anonymous Confessions videos, I noticed they were getting a little bit repetitive. And I didn't want you guys to get bored of them. And I didn't want to get bored filming them, so I decided, hey, let's add alcohol into the mix. Just to preface, I am 18 years old. I recently turned 18 a couple months ago. One of the perks of being 18 is that I get to drink. So, yay. To any viewers who are under 18, please don't drink underage. And to any of my legal aged viewers, drink responsibly. To whoever's watching this video, I suggest that you get a beverage. If you're a minor, get a non-alcoholic one. Take a sip every time something gay happens in this video. If you're new here, just to give you a rundown of what we do, I have an anonymous Google form wherein people send their stories, anything interesting, if they want to rant, if they just want to let everything out, if they have weird story they want to tell me, it's there. Hey lol, I'm that psych girlie before na may bading dilemma. I remember you! I told you it wasn't casual. I remember telling you that. To do. Are you sure you're not actually in a relationship with this person? What the heck? Hindi ko na alam kung ano dapat ma-feel ko. Does she like me back? Or genuine friends lang tingin niya sa akin? Friends, tas nagde-date kayo? Tanga ka ba? Let's see whether or not it was casual. Okay, so here's the tea. Hahaha. We broke up. I'm so sorry about that. Hopefully I wasn't responsible for your breakup. Hopefully the advice that I gave didn't result in a breakup. To be fair, at the time you guys weren't together. I just told you, you should confess. Or you guys should make it official at that point. Because it seemed like you guys were dating. LMFAO, nag-confess ako sa kanya and ayun, she said naman that she likes me back and we did the couple stuff na super close. See, I was right. I told you she liked you back. But then things started to get messy sa friend group namin kasi nagalit sila sa akin dahil may new friend group ako na nakaka-vibe ko. And sabi weird daw na dalawa friend group, yada yada. Is it weird to have more than one friend group? Okay, in my opinion, that's kind of that's kind of iffy. It's kind of weird if your friends get jealous of the fact that you have a different friend group. It's fine to have different friends. I have multiple friend groups that I hang out with. Okay, I'll hear the rest of the story out. I don't really care naman na, pero what broke me was nung tinalikuran ako ni ate girl. She told everyone na there was never an us. There was never an us. There will never be an us.
There was never an us. There will never be an us.
Am I already drunk? I only had 3 sips. And she only saw me as a friend kahit everyone knew that we were together. Kinonfront ako ng quote-unquote friends namin and she didn't say shit. Hinayaan niya ako mag-isa doon. Pero yeah, I'm okay. Are you actually okay? Okay. Naman na ngayon, since I'm seeing someone new na walawa pa din. Bading. And yeah, naka-move on na ako sa kanya and sa friends namin. And I learned so much about boundaries. Oh my god. I was right about the whole it wasn't casual thing and she definitely liked you back. What was weird though was how she reacted while you guys were together. She said that she liked you back. And then you guys continued to do couple stuff together. And then she told your other friends that you guys aren't together even though you were already official. That's weird on her part. That's weird. Okay, with your friend stuff, you seem to not really care about that. But in my opinion, I don't think it's weird to have multiple friend groups. I don't know why your friends would get mad about that. I would kind of understand if, you started ignoring them out of nowhere. But, if you, managed to spend time with both of them, I don't see a problem with it. So I'm watching the footage back now. And I'm starting to realize that maybe the reason why your ex-girlfriend switched up on you was because your friend group that was mad at you started to resent you or not like you. And in order to get their validation, that's why she started saying, like, oh, you guys weren't together. So, shitty friend group and the shitty girlfriend, now ex-girlfriend, thankfully. But hopefully you cut those bitches off. But what really hurt was when your girlfriend like turned away from you, or now ex-girlfriend turned away from you. Everybody knew you were together. Like, why was she denying it? Is she in the closet? If she's in the closet, that's probably something you already know about. Or like, if she was in the closet, or like she didn't want to out herself. But the thing is, those are your friends already. Like, they already know about your sexuality. Like, she doesn't really have an issue. Like, your friends don't really have an issue with the fact that you guys are gay. So, if she's hiding the fact that you guys are together, then that's a weird. Okay, you don't seem okay, but I'm glad that you're in a new relationship. I hope that you healed. That's definitely a very hurtful thing to go through. And I'm glad that you're seeing someone new and walawa pa din. Hopefully the advice that I gave in the previous video wasn't responsible for your breakup. If it was... Actually, no. I don't think I'm responsible for your breakup. I do give a disclaimer in a lot of my videos that, hey, I'm just a random girl on the internet. Maybe you shouldn't make life-altering decisions based on purely my opinion. You know, it's your life. You're going to be affected by it. You know your situation the best. Follow your gut. Think about it logically. Actually, it's a good thing that you went through that relationship because you did learn a lot about boundaries, as you said. Next confession. A guy who I was with for 2 years broke my heart last January. Now he's the reason why I'm celebrating my Valentine's bitterly. Ugh. I forgave this guy over micro-cheating, him talking to another girl behind my back. Is that considered micro-cheating? I think I would consider that cheating na. Like, behind your back. Him being a nonchalant man. Ew. Ew! Him being a nonchalant man and forgave him for basically treating me like deranged bitch. I don't know why I stayed. He probably would have repeated grade 11 if I didn't step in and save it. Their horrid research paper. Ah! Plus, he was barely passing his stats and probability course, which I find funny now. He had his dad help him so he can at least have a 76. Okay, girl, you're dating a dumbass. Girl, okay, never mind. Okay, I don't judge. I don't want to judge people for their academic abilities. But he's a fucking dumbass. If he's using his time towards talking to other girls instead of his fucking studies. We broke it off because he ditched me too many times on our dates and chose to play Valo/ML instead. Ew, he's a Valorant player and an ML player? Ew. I guess he can choose his homies now. Good for him, I guess. He can go be a dick sucker to all those men who know nothing but play billiards and vape. Like they have donors all over the world. Ah! Good luck graduating without me. I hope this guy genuinely doesn't pass Ateneo because hello. He can't even do in-text citations and speak his native language without asking for help. Okay, I hope he's dumb forever, lol. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, he's definitely a dumbass. Maybe he shouldn't be using his time towards like talking to other girls and playing Valorant and ML, and maybe he should use that time towards the books, studying, getting those grades up. In fact, like, I don't even think you should have a girlfriend. Having a relationship while your grades look like that. Guys, studies first. Studies first. Aral muna bago lumande. Don't be like this guy who decided to have a relationship and talk to another girl behind this girl's back and play with his friends on Valorant and ML while he's failing his probability and statistics and doesn't know how to do in-text citations. Like, bro, you're grade 11 and you don't know how to do in-text citations. The thing is, you can learn... In-text citations are so easy. A lot of this shit is like, this information is easily available online nowadays. There's literally like websites where it can automatically create in-text citations or like create the citations list for your research paper, and all you have to do is copy paste the link and then you just have to copy paste the in-text citation thing into your paper. Like, it's literally so easy nowadays. And this bitch literally literally can't do it. Okay, college results are now out. I wonder if he got into Ateneo. Send me an update. Did he get into Ateneo? I hope he didn't. I'm struggling a lot with school and life. The stress gets to me a lot and sometimes I can't take it. While I was studying recently, one of my seniors in an org saw how stressed I was. So we went to a card shop. They sell Pokemon, TCG, Magic the Gathering, and other card games. I saw a Pokemon card of my favorite Pokemon. My senior asked if I was going to buy it. I said no because I need to get through midterms before I can treat myself. As we were leaving the card shop, he handed me the Pokemon card I was looking at and said, "Here, I know you've been stressed out recently." At first, I refused to take the card because I didn't deserve it, and he said, "Look, dude, you're a sweet kid. Keep your chin up. I didn't want you to feel down just because of some stupid things." It's small acts of kindness that make me cry high-key. Aww, that's so sweet. That's so wholesome. Cheers to that. Cheers to little acts of kindness. That's so sweet of your senior to do. Hopefully, you got through your midterms. Enjoy your new Pokemon card. My close friend A has been trying to convince me to get with S. S is a good friend, but we're not super close either. And just because I like to complain, I've been complaining about not having a relationship. My friend A has been trying to convince me to put an effort in dating because there have been people that A knows that like me in the past, although I don't know who they are. Wow! Crush ng bayan! Well, crush ng bayan, ah. Lately, for months now, A has been trying to convince me that S is the perfect match for me because they're both attractive and skilled at what they do. Uy! What a catch! I've been saying no, huy, playing hard to get. Because I thought it was completely out of the question because S is out of my league and we particularly don't know much about each other, and because of that, I never really considered it a possibility until recently. Well, that's the point of dating, isn't it? Like, I mean, before dating, like, you get to know each other to see if you're compatible. For the past 2 weeks, though, A has been hinting at the fact that S used to have feelings for me, and not until last week did A confirm that S did like me in the past. Though by the time that S told A this, it has been a year since S had feelings for me, and it's been almost a year since A has been trying to convince me S most likely does not like me anymore. A is still adamant about it though and claims that S may still like me, although it's been so long. S and I have become better friends since they first liked me, but not as close as A and I. Assuming the time period S liked me was 1.5 to 2 years ago, I can't think of any reason S could still like me because we don't really have much in common besides a class together and a shared interest. Although on the opposite sides of the spectrum. I don't know what you mean by that, but anyways. Now that we've become friends and A has been trying to get me to like S, I've been questioning things. All of this is still fresh and new information to me, so I'm still trying to make sense of it, but now I'm overthinking every interaction with S, not knowing if they still feel like they did before. When your legs don't work like they used to before. What I feel for S, who knows? I'm currently not in a place to date openly and easily, so it'd be unfair to us to even ask for if something did happen between us. Besides, most of our conversations are about class or something random. Oh well, will anything happen? Probably not. If something does happen, it probably won't go too well unless... Lol. I hope I'm not too oblivious nor looking into things too much. I also hope S isn't as delusional as they seem about the situation. P.S. A and S are still friends and have been friends before me, but they're not particularly close. A and I are simply closer because of the classes we have together and shared interests. I'm 98% sure A does not know if S likes me now or not. Okay, you're trying to figure out whether or not S likes you. But the thing is, I feel like people shouldn't focus too much on whether or not a person likes them. I feel like you should be more focused on whether or not you like the person. Like, whether or not you align with them, whether or not you vibe well with them, whether or not there's chemistry between the two of you. Because focusing too much on the fact that, oh, do they like me back? Or do they even like me at all? It's been so long since they like me. Like, I feel like that will just make you get in your head and then you're gonna overthink every interaction with them. In turn, you wouldn't actually be like your authentic self when you're around them. So if they do end up liking you, it's going to be some sort of curated image that you created for them to like you, so they don't actually like the real you. But I digress. If I were in your situation, I feel like I would have tried to spend some sort of time with S to like get to know them a little bit more. Maybe you should ask you, A, and S to hang out together, the three of you, so that it's not that awkward. You, A, and S hey, let's all hang out together, and then you ask them to gauge the situation, like you have somebody to debrief with afterwards. Like it wouldn't be as awkward because there's like a third person there to like fill up any like conversation or like dead pauses between the two of you if ever there are any. The thing is, in my opinion, I don't think you need common interests to have a connection with someone, whether that be romantic or platonic. I feel like you just need to have a good time with them, enjoy their company, have good conversations. I feel like that's what's important for a connection, not necessarily shared interests. Because I am friends with people who I share like zero common interests with, but we still managed to like have fun together and stuff like that. There was this one time I was constantly being bullied at school. I really had no friends and everyone was really against me. One day, a bully walked up to me. For context, I'm a girl and the bully's a girl too. I study in an all-girls school. Uy, bading din. No one really knew anything about me kasi yun nga, no friends. She asked me, hey, blank, do you even like anyone? You're so pathetic, blah 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 blah. Then I remembered something I read online. So I was like, yeah, I do like someone. And some of them were like, oh really, who? Then I looked at the bully who asked me dead in the eyes and I said, you. Ah! I told you. All-girls school? Buddy. Hi, you should have seen her face. It was so freaking funny and they think I'm into girls now, of course. Who isn't into girls, to be honest? I was right. But that's a price I'm willing to pay to not get bullied. Yes, a friend sent me this form and saying they'll let me know if this got featured. Kasi wala silang mabigay. Okay. Oh my gosh, enemies to lovers. Do you and the bully still know each other? Maybe we should hit them up. I liked this guy for about 3 years, but he liked me first. At first, we weren't that close until we became best friends. Until we got... Oh my gosh! Punctuation, people? It's so hard to read these. Please use punctuation. I liked this guy for about 3 years, but he liked me first. At first, we weren't that close until we became best friends. Until we get really closer, he admitted that he liked me ever since we met. So we started dating officially on Valentine's Day. Until he told me to break up with him because he missed our old friendship, so I had to respect it. I pretend I was cool with him, but in reality, I still miss him and I still love him, but I guess I have to move on from him. Was I too wrong for this? Oh my gosh, what the fuck? Tips for anybody who is dating or started dating somebody they were previously friends with. Totally not speaking from personal experience. Anyways, it's good to have like a level of friendship before you date someone. It means that when you started getting feelings for them, it like manifested organically. Oh wait, he said that he liked you ever since you guys met. So this bitch was plotting. To anybody who is dating somebody they were previously friends with, I feel like it's very important in your relationships to still have that basis of friendship in your relationship. Because the thing is, when you're with your friends, like there's not as much pressure to try and cater to what they think. Or like, you can just be yourself, you can give your honest, unfiltered opinions when you're with your friends, right? But the thing is, when you reach a relationship, you kind of have to somewhat cater to their opinions. In a sense, I noticed some people kind of water themselves down or tone themselves down or like filter out some parts of their personality so that it's more palatable to like their partner and stuff. But I feel like if you are dating somebody that you were previously friends with, I feel like you should still keep that level of friendship to where like, okay, I can openly and honestly still talk to you as a friend, not always as a partner. People are multifaceted beings. Things, attractions, connections aren't purely going to be romantic, aren't purely going to be platonic. It is going to be a mix of a lot of different things. And having to conform to what you think is romantic or what you think a relationship should be, it will be detrimental to what your relationship is going to be. So, having that level of openness and honesty that you would get from your friendship, bringing that into your relationship once you start dating your friend. But this guy, he liked you ever since you guys met. So I have a strong feeling that he was plotting. The thing is, if he was plotting ever since you guys met, then okay, you guys started officially dating. he achieved his goal, and now that he can't maintain a relationship, it's like, oh, we should go back to being friends. I kind of miss our friendship. But the thing is, I don't think he saw you as a friend initially. I think he just became friends with you just for you guys to start dating. So, I suggest that you do move on for this. You did nothing wrong in this situation. You fell in love with the guy. He turned out to not necessarily be right for you. If you still miss him and still love him, that's completely valid. It's a part of the healing process. You'll be fine. I suggest that you kind of distance yourself from him for a while. I have a question for everybody. Is it okay to be friends with an ex? I wanna know what your guys' opinions on that are. Because I'm not really sure. I feel like it depends on the situation. Girl, I feel like if you're still hung up on him, you should distance yourself from him for a while. Because I feel like breaking up will not bring back the old friendship that you guys had. Because now it's a post-breakup friendship. It will definitely be different than the friendship that you had prior to your relationships. I don't think pursuing a friendship with this guy is necessarily beneficial either. But you do you, girl. You did nothing wrong. Try to move on. Sending hugs and kisses. Mwah. Have you ever experienced having a childhood crush to strangers? Wait, I like this hook. It's giving Dear Charo. Dear Charo, have you ever experienced what it's like to have a childhood crush to strangers? Because I did. And here's my story of when we met in 2016. Let's hope my parents don't kill me. Let's hope my parents don't find this video. It is a weeknight and I'm drinking alone in my room. Reading this. The things I do for content. I had a childhood friend from church that we were friends ever since I was 9. I attended Sunday school and see him every day and I have a massive crush on him. So I decided to join the youth group. Well, thankfully, we became friends and we even got closer in 2019. I enrolled at his school because his mom was... Huh? Guys, use punctuation and use your conjunctions correctly because there's not a period in sight. The paragraph is this long. It's at least like 15 lines long. And there's not a single period or comma. There's like one question mark and that's the only thing that's going up here. That's the only punctuation I get. So that's the only expression that I feel. Confusion. But I will try my best to read this. I've had a massive crush on him, so I decided to join the youth group. Okay, you joined the youth group because you had a crush on the guy. Okay. Pakalande. Well, thankfully, we became friends and we got closer in 2019. I enrolled at his school because his mom was willing, and my mom was willing to go to his school. I thought that this was going to be closer as I enrolled his school, but sadly, 2021, I got moved to a different church and we stopped being very close. I randomly left and didn't say a formal goodbye, but we were still friends on FB or IG, but we would only reply to stories, and I moved on from having a crush on him. And I saw him at Sports Fest 2024. I randomly ran at him and he didn't even say hi to me, but his sister and his mom did. And now he's 18 and gonna graduate this year. I started missing him and I want to be close to him again as friends, but I don't know, it breaks my heart seeing him on stories and I don't know why I'm being like this. Do I need to accept things to let go? Did I do anything wrong with him? I wish sometimes to go back to where we began as friends. I swear losing childhood friends are hard. Spent my childhood with him when I was 9 and now I'm 17, gonna be 18 this year. We're gonna be fully strangers until he graduates from high school. I hope one day I see him and talk to him in person and become friends again. I wish this would happen, but this could never. If he's watching this, I just want to say I miss you. I hope we become best friends like how we used to be. I could never make friends if I didn't go to your school. Hey, I miss you so much and I hope you are safe. I still pray for you no matter what. Aww. The guy, he misses you. Oh, they miss you.
Both men and women and non-binary people of all gender appropriations and the pronouns.
Here's my advice and my perspective on the situation. It is completely normal to grow apart from childhood friends or like from friends in general. It just means that you are going a different direction in life and they're going their own direction, and I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing for your paths to diverge. Okay, you kind of miss him. The only interactions that you have with him are replying to stories Honestly, I feel like you just miss the childhood memories that you had with him because the last time that you saw him was like you were 9. In 2016, you were 9, and in 2019, you would have been 12. And then you moved away in 2021. So that means you were 14 when you moved away. Okay. Wow, math. So you were 14 when you moved away, and now you were about to be 17. Or like you're about to be 18. So it's been like 4 years since you last saw him. The thing is, people can change a lot within those 4 years. It's definitely not going to be the same as when we're in Sunday school together. The person that you had a crush on back when you were 14 or like 9 years old, probably not the same person that you're going to like now that you're 17. I suggest that you move on from this person. I went over to an older man's house without anyone knowing, and I came back home super drunk. Are you safe? How much older? Let's hope like a couple years at most. Hopefully a couple months. Hopefully you're safe. Hopefully everything's okay. What happened? Do you remember what happened while you were at the older man's house? Is he a creep? Should I call somebody? This is the last one, and then I'll head off for the day. I was dating this guy. The whole relationship was so good. We never fought. We always communicated. Kahit tampo, wala. Kasi we were so understanding of each other, and it felt too good to be true. It even got to the point where we were both scared since the whole relationship was, I said, quote-unquote, too good to be true. And we talked about it naman. May history lang talaga kami na puro toxic relationship. Tapos kung kami na, parang wala kang mapupuna. Parang wala kang mapupunta, kaya natakot lang kami. Like, pero we overcame that. Until one night, I was scrolling through TikTok and his ex came up posting a series of photos. I swiped out of curiosity and nagulat ako, nandun siya sa photos. Magkasama sila. I thought to myself, why? Maybe nag-meet for closure. So I kinda stalked his ex on everything na since that night. And the next day, I saw his ex's IG na magkasama sila ulit. So that confirmed it for me. I messaged my partner asking to meet up and asked why. That was a first. Cause why would he ask that, right? And when we met the day after, he was distant. So I knew I was right. He was acting all different. I ended things with him, but I used a different excuse. He didn't know that I knew, and I just kept it at that. We broke up on good terms and we're friends now. I still don't plan on telling him, cause what for? I don't know, that's it. It hurts like hell, and it feels like everything was a lie. Girl, I was like, oh, that's good. You guys are communicating, like everything seems healthy. Too good to be true. Maybe like the reason why you're skeptical is because of previous trauma from previous relationships. And turns out this guy is the trauma. Another trauma added to the fucking list. Because what do you mean? We're just scrolling on TikTok and then you see him and his ex? Drop the TikTok. Drop the ad. I wanna know. I wanna know. I really wanna know. Hehe. So glad that you ended it with him though. Although you are on good terms now. The thing is, if you guys... Okay, I don't know about friends. Maybe you guys are like acquaintances. You don't really talk that often. I hope that's what happened. This guy cheated on you. Like, okay, you guys are on good terms. He doesn't know that you know. In my opinion, I think you should use that to your advantage. If you guys are on good terms, like... Is there anything that you can benefit from having this connection with this guy? Networking opportunities. So that's a wonderful way to end off this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed me drinking while yapping. It was fun having a beverage here. Honestly, I'm not drunk. Okay, I only had one bottle. But like, since this bottle is now empty, that now means that is the end of this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I kind of enjoyed making this video. I felt like we were gal pals, like drinking together, spilling tea, giving each other some deep life advice. We were talking about life, you know. It's fun, it's fun. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for making this video. If I do, good luck to me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Good night. Bye-bye.